welcome to the She Lead Showcase. I am your hostess with the Moses, the shaman of She Lead, Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe.
Hey, bae.
Hey. Join with me, of course, my lovely co-host. I'm sorry. This way. This way now.
I was like,
This way. There she is.
I'm somewhere.
I still get it wrong every time.
I'm somewhere. It's okay.
I've had it unmirrored for like how long? Like months?
I think it's been
every
like maybe 2 weeks or something. It feels like 2 weeks.
No, it's been way longer than that. Are you kidding?
It does not feel like it.
I mean, time's not real. Time's a social construct. We can go on and on about it. That's a different podcast. Of course, my lovely co-host.
Yeah.
The Young Bucks Nation sensation. Look at her shirt if you're watching the video. Look at it.
Yeah, I'm like,
The wall, the shirt. She was wearing the jacket earlier.
It's over there.
She said, I don't want it anymore.
It's hot in here, so.
I feel that. Young Bucks Nation sensation. The fire-breathing Cody Rhodes eating. Fuck Cody Rhodes. Doesn't deserve another TNT title shot, but that's neither here nor there. The spice of life. I almost forgot. The the sassiest senorita that I know. Miss Y2 Garcia Savannah.
Alright, hey Katie.
Hey. Listen, I don't know why I struggled so hard with that. Maybe because I started talking after the Young Bucks one.
Yeah.
I usually just boom, 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 boom.
Had to throw in a quick fuck Cody Rhodes in there.
Had to throw in a quick fuck Cody Rhodes. He definitely does not deserve another TNT title shot. And then I was just like, do I agree with Ethan Page right now?
I do. I'm like, dude, I'm on your side now. I'm like, I'm so glad we're allies. I'm an ally of Ethan Page now. You're the same guy who tried to, you tried to ruin my man's Chris Jericho. You tried to ruin his career, and now we're on the same page. I like where this is going.
I like what I see. I mean, the fact that he said Dan Lambert was coming back though got a little sad.
Oh yeah, that's not what I liked. But when he was talking about Cody, I'm like, he understood the assignment.
I understood the assignment.
Yes, he did.
If you are watching the video, please subscribe to the YouTube. We also are live on Twitch every Thursday. December is going to be different. Whatever.
It's the holiday season.
The holiday season. I will start singing it.
I thought of it. I'm like, oh, might as well.
Fuck, it's going to be stuck in my head now. I hate you.
Yeah.
But of course, stay on my Twitter, KatieReston13. It's right there. I'll plug it again at the end because plug. I will promote when we go live. Twitch.tv/SheLeadShowcase. And a quick shout out. Again, I'll do this all at the end of the video too. At Heel Tactics on Twitter. That's our man Justin. Created the intro music / outro music for this. In the crowd, which I'll talk about that at the end. Inside the Mind of. And Savannah show, which is coming out next month. Oh my god, next month, baby!
I know. I was gonna talk about how I don't know if it's like an at-home event, like where like the AEW is doing like Battle of the Belts. Is that like an actual like event, or is it like the house always wins, or it's just like live and no one can see it? It's untelevised.
I don't know. I thought it was televised.
Because if it is, then oh my god, they chose like one of the worst. Like, why the same day as Wrestle Kingdom Night 3? Like, why? No other day you could do it.
Because they want people to suffer.
I know. They want me to suffer, so...
They want specifically you to suffer. They said, no, listen, Savannah's a fan. Make her suffer.
I'm gonna be fresh back from Florida. Then I'm gonna be, hopefully have my show ready to go. And then I was gonna do Wrestle Kingdom Night 3, and then, like, that same week... start the first episode, and they just said, you know what, I have another AEW show.
They said, since we're here,
AEW. Right? Well, might as well.
So before I hop into news and rumors, do you have any news and rumors?
It's not, no, I've said it before, but I'll just bring it up one more time, only because I'm just very concerned at this point. I brought up, I don't even know if it was here that I brought up this rumor that Hangman is apparently set to schedule to lose his belt in January.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
Yeah, well, basically, it's slowly. Like, I'm getting really concerned because it just seems like it's slowly coming. And the only reason why I say that is because the person who, where I get my sources from,
Mm-hmm.
who's usually right about this shit, um, said that they were gonna lose to MJF in January, and it already looks like they're seeming to go towards that direction. Because now CM Punk and MJF both are heading for the title picture, and oh boy, I'm like,
Oh boy.
if Hangman loses, man, like, oh my god, I will probably cry on live, Kiki. Like,
Listen,
I will
we
cry.
won't get there.
Yeah, I know.
Samantha,
It's one of those.
I have cried enough on
Yeah.
streams for the both of us for a little bit, so I'm gonna need you.
Well,
to
I'm just
hold
saying,
on.
AEW don't fucking make Hangman lose. Then that's all you gotta do. Like, they've been like, first of all, and again, what makes me even more concerned is that they show like the graphics of upcoming shows, like in the future, early future, like
about this, how he doesn't have the title in the graphic.
he's in the back or on the side without the title. I'm like, he is the AEW champion. He should be in the center with the belt. He's the fucking leader of the company, and you're gonna put him off to the side without the belt or in the back. Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm getting very skeptical. So I'm like, AEW. I'm like,
sorry, we'll have some words. If and sadly when that time comes, we'll talk about it. Also,
let me just say, we will not have words. I will throw Kyle, fucking hands with AEW.
Apron bump, Kyle. What's up? Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's it. I was like,
I got a few.
I guess the. I was just gonna say the battle. I was just gonna say the Battle of the Belts thing, but I brought it up because of Wrestle Kingdom. So.
Oh yeah. I have a few things that I saw. Again, I do news and rumors how I see them. So starting from last Thursday to now, because of course something happened today while I was at work. Saw that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tony Nese signed officially with AEW, so he's no longer the hottest free agent, which he wasn't really, but okay, Tony Nese.
I digress.
I digress. So there was a lot of like pay-per-views this weekend. Triple Mania had theirs, and NWA Hard Times 2 happened. Like things that happened at Triple Mania, Taya Valkyrie, formerly known as Frankie Monet, she is challenging Deonna Purrazzo for the AAA Reina de Arenas title. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but she challenged her. So progress. But like that's cool that she's getting into that.
And going back, I think she has worked with Triple Mania before.
I feel like she has too. Or maybe
she's posted about it, so
there's a lot happening in this chat.
I know.
It's Kyle and Matt, and now they're just gonna flirt the whole time. That's okay. At NWA Hard Times 2, what did that even say? Oh, it happened on Saturday. What did I even write? Oh, Matt Cardona showed up, and then Mickey defended the Knockouts title against Kiera Hogan. Successfully. Of course. So, that was cool. Yeah. Matt Cardona is literally just, like, company hopping. You know how, like, homie... You ever heard the term homie hopper?
Yeah.
Matt Cardona is a company hopper.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's working for him.
I mean, it really is. It really is.
It works.
I think he tweeted the other day, he was like, WWE was my developmental. I said, ew, stop it. Like, get out. Zack Ryder, shut up.
Yeah, right.
WWE started tweeting that they signed collegiate athletes in like their next in line program. So it's basically like the same thing with Gable Steveson. I don't think it's Stevenson, I think it's Steveson. Regardless of what his name is. I knew that comment was coming. They signed a few more, a lot of females, which I'm actually kind of happy for. I think there was a set of twins. I'm intrigued. If you're gonna take like collegiate athletes and turn them into wrestlers, let's see where it goes.
I'm not against the idea, but it's just I feel like I guess it's just, I guess, upsetting that they're willing to train, athletes that, probably, they're basketball athletes, track and field, football,
Mm-hmm.
some of them are wrestlers. So I'm like, okay, they kind of have their foot in the door. They kind of, have a little experience there, but they have athletes who have like either they're a fan or maybe they're not a fan. I don't know, but some probably don't know a thing about wrestling, and they're bringing them in and training them to become like top stars when there's people who have worked, like indie wrestlers who are like working their asses off, to get to places like WWE, to be a star, to be one of the top names. And that the fact that they're not willing to bring those names back in, like into like their company, to make them like a top name, or to like put them out there and show the world, I just think that's a little like it's like it stinks. Like, I'm open to the idea of training different athletes, but the fact that they won't even sign indie wrestlers, I'm just like,
yeah, that's a whole different can of worms that like we don't even have to get into. But
yeah.
I kind of like this idea that when these people, like these young kids, basically they're very young. If they're collegiate athletes, they're young.
Yeah.
I like the idea that they kind of get molded in a sense to be a wrestler, and then they can be like deuces and go somewhere else if need be. Like they're not gonna have to stay.
Yeah, that's for sure. But like, I would hope, I'm hoping WWE doesn't do this to them. They think they have a future. They have their hopes up, thinking, look, this is my future, and then only for them to get shafted, before they probably make it to like, training, or before they even make it to like TV or like their first match or something. I hope that they're able to be given like a good opportunity or a good chance at being a wrestler. Because like, where do you go from there? I guess you could go to like a different wrestling company with the experience.
Yeah.
But like, where do you go from there? It's like, especially after being released, it's probably gonna. I would hope that they feel like I can go try somewhere else. But I'm pretty sure that some of these athletes might feel like, look, like, well, now what? They probably feel like they have to try something else, or they got to go do something else, and
Yeah. Kyle decided to name off some collegiate athletes: Bianca Belair, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, Dwayne, Cena, Batista. Yeah, I mean, they've done it in the past. Like, they've taken these collegiate athletes and made them something huge. So, the next Bianca Belair, the next Dwayne, I'm not calling him The Rock until his ass shows up. I'm not calling him The Rock. I'm still mad about Survivor Series. 4 hours of them playing Rock clips and highlights.
I don't know what. I was like, I'm sorry, but I was just like, I just kind of like had this feeling, like, watch him not show up. I was just kind of like, he's not gonna show up. I had that
sick feeling. I was like, he's not gonna show up. And I saw the
like,
graphic in the corner.
I just couldn't help. I'm like, dude, they're like, I'm pretty sure he's not gonna show up. Like, there was no rumor like, oh, he's in the building, or oh, he's confirmed that he's backstage. None of that.
I know.
And I'm like, he's not gonna be there. I was just like, he's not gonna be there.
I'm just gonna be a little bitter about it for a while. It's okay.
No, it's okay to be bitter, but I just kind of like, like when how people just kind of like, oh, plot twist, this didn't happen, or oh, plot twist, this is gonna happen. That's how I felt. I'm like, look, just watch. He's not gonna be there.
I was just like, y'all really, whatever. I don't want to get into it again. Trent is back.
Trent is back.
Trent and Sue. We cannot forget Sue, the queen that she is.
Sue is a legend.
When I tell you, I have been manifesting this. I even tweeted right before. I was like, man, it's matches like these that I really miss Trent. 20 minutes later, Sue and the van pull up. Trent comes back after spinal surgery, looking good as hell as always.
I know. I think obviously any athlete coming back from an injury, that's really like awesome. That's good to have them back. But I just think like spinal or neck injuries are just like, they hit different. Like, you can't help but feel so happy that they're back,
Oh my god, yeah.
Spinal and neck injuries, like, or even head injuries, are probably like the worst ones. Like, so you just can't help but like, oh my god, like they're back and they're gonna compete again. You just can't help but feel happy for them. Like more than
Best Friends. One of the best theme songs.
Yeah.
And now that Trent's back, we'll get to hear it more. And we heard the Roppongi Vice, because him and Rocky Romero were tag team for so long.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's what...
All I'm going to say, because we are technically on the topic of that match, Brandon Cutler, like, bro, like, I get it, it was an accident, but this is like the third time you've cold sprayed Matt in the fucking eyes. Like, if you want to say your team, Nick, just say it, okay?
maybe Brandon Cutler should go away. No more cold spray. Maybe just stay in the background. Maybe just stay in the background.
Yeah. Well, not just either just stay away or just say that you're Team Nick, okay? Because obviously you like to spray Matt in the eyes. Like, yeah, don't act all surprised. I know it's on purpose.
No, we all know. Revolution was announced. It'll be March 6th, taking place in Florida. Florida, if you will. Mustache
like you did last year.
Oh yeah, was that last year? That was in Florida?
Yes, except it was in Jacksonville.
Oh, that's right. It was in Jacksonville.
Because Double or Nothing was the first like full capacity crowd with this. No, it was still in Jacksonville, wasn't it? Yeah, but it was full capacity.
Oh, that's right. That's crazy.
All
and this
Out was the first pay-per-view.
Yeah, Orlando this time.
Yeah. Honestly, though, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything, but yeah, it's somewhere different, and that just gives me like a beacon of hope. Like, look, they're gonna go other places,
Look, they're never gonna come to Texas.
No, they do come to Texas. They just come 10 hours away from me.
To the opposite side of Texas.
Because again, I'm so close to like being able to go to the pay-per-view. I just need to find out dates and locations. So I'm like, Dad, you want to go to Florida in March? Actually, I can't because I have another cousin's birthday around that time. My damn cousins are getting in the way They're getting in the way.
Cousins, bro. All the cousins.
They're getting in the way.
Before we get into like the heavier stuff, Mustache Mountain, were crowned the new NXT UK Tag Team Champions. Shout out, love Mustache Mountain, love them. I just happened to see it on Twitter today. I was like, oh, I'll write that down. I don't watch NXT UK, but I love Mustache Mountain, so.
It's too hard to keep up with so much wrestling. Honestly, dude, it's so hard.
Matt and I have talked about it. Like, it's too much wrestling, too much.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the things here. One, Jade Cargill is off of Twitter because people just don't know how to stop talking. Leave this woman alone. She is a mother. She is killing it. Everyone just wants to talk about her. I don't know specifics of what happened, but like she's not on Twitter anymore, and she really just said peace out. So fuck that. So that happened. Did you hear about the Corey Graves thing?
No, what happened?
Okay, so from what I saw, someone tweeted that like color commentators or like commentators in general, I think they were specifically talking about the indies, like to comment on like body shapes and like stuff like that, like of the women wrestlers. And Corey Graves responded to that tweet and said, "Am I not allowed to talk about my fiance and how beautiful she is and da 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 da?" Basically making the tweet about himself when it had no way, shape, or form anything to do with him. And then people just lit up like Christmas. They said, "You've talked about this person and that person, and why'd you bring this, like, why did you insert yourself in this conversation, and da 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 da." It's just stupid. Like, Corey Graves should have never opened his mouth. He's allowed to talk about how beautiful his fiance is. Like, that makes sense. But like his context as to why he inserted himself.
I know it's a serious thing. I'm just reading the comments.
I am ignoring it for right now, and I'm doing good, so I'll glance out.
Yeah,
I
just.
I'm scared now. But like he inserted himself where he didn't. He was not added. He was not. No, like let's just chill. I saw this yesterday. Anthony Bowens of the Acclaimed. He is out. He is gay.
Oh, I think
he tweeted a clip like during the match they had. Someone in the crowd, it was a guy, shocker, calling him a fucking F slur. I'm not gonna say it, even though I'm a part of that community. I'm not.
Oh, but still,
it's again. There's no reason to say that word at fucking all. Again, I'm ignoring the chat until I'm done.
Yeah, I know. I keep looking at the chat.
I would also suggest stop looking at the chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop looking at it.
Like, there is no reason to say that to someone, whether they are gay or not. You do not call someone that.
I'm sorry, I keep looking at the chat.
Savannah, don't.
I'm gonna turn it around. I'm sorry. I know this is a serious situation. This is not about the situation, okay? I am a proud supporter. I
I
have
would
friends
hope
like
so.
Katie. Yeah, I have like Katie. I have friends,
Maybe.
even family. Like I have family who's in, a member of the LGBTQ plus community, and they have dealt with their fair share of like harassment, and it's just wrong that people get berated or just called out like that. Like what is this dude doing? He's in a match. He's doing his job, and you have to go and do shit like that. Like
like
for what?
it's
For shit.
and he tweeted, he was like, and that's why like I posted that picture the other day of me and I think just his boyfriend. I don't think him and his partner are like I don't know if they're like married or anything. Like him and his partner, like he posted a picture of them at a rally, and he was like, that's why I posted that, is for basically like assholes like you. And I'm like, good for you. I may not like you as a character, but you as a human being, you have my respect. So fuck that guy in the crowd, first and foremost. If I was there and I heard it, your ass would have got dropped on sight. We don't.
I think his ass should have been kicked out. Like, you should have.
Yeah, they called him a fugazi, basically. Yeah, good job, guys. You're all doing great.
Okay, I'm like, can I look at the chat now?
You can look at the chat now. I mean, well, we got one more.
Actually, no, I'm gonna keep it turned around.
We got one more that happened today.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy was released from WWE. Now, last weekend, I actually knew that the live event stuff happened after we filmed Young Kings, because Reek told us, because he's happened to be on his phone, he saw it. So this past weekend at a live show, Jeff Hardy walked out mid-match. He was like, he wasn't himself, basically. And people were speculating up the ass about it. They were like, he has COVID, he's doing drugs, he's drinking, he's doing whatever. People speculate. That's what they do, especially on Twitter. Especially when they get a little snippet of something, they said, I'm taking it and I'm running. And so today it was announced he was released, and the support for him has been tremendous from wrestlers from every single company. People saying Jeff was their hero. Like, you may not like what he does in the ring, Matt, but still going through addiction. People are saying that he was offered rehab and denied it. I'm not saying that's true or not. If it's not true, don't put it out there. If it is true, he has to do it himself. It's all on him. He does have like the support of his brother, obviously, and like their families. I just wish Jeff the best and hope everything's okay. Because, like, yeah, the Hardy Boys were one of my favorite tag team growing up. I was like, fuck yeah, Team Extreme, let's go. But, like, seeing someone go through that, it's terrible. It's a terrible thing to witness. So,
yeah,
obviously we just want Jeff to be okay, and he gets the help that he needs and deserves, because no one should have to go through that at all. Do you have anything to add to that, or are you just gonna
just other than just thoughts and prayers are sent his way. I hope that he finds because I don't know. Again, it's all alleged basically. So I'm taking what they're saying about WWE offering to help with a grain of salt, because it could not be true, but so we don't know.
It could be a crack of shit, and it could be true. We don't know. We're not there.
Yeah.
We're not in
but
WWE.
let's say hypothetically speaking that it is true that it was offered and he refused it. I just hope that he finds the right path, a path that he's happy with, and a path that will lead him to like a happy and healthy life, because maybe he just needs a break. I don't know, but like I just hope nothing but the best for him, because again, he's like a really good individual. I know people and like some friends who have met him and stuff, and they're saying he's one of the nicest people in the world, one of the most down to earth people, and I believe it. So I just hope that he's able to like face his demons and overcome them, because I know it's something that's very hard to do. So I just hope
addiction's terrible.
Yeah, so I just hope he's able to get through it, and he can either return or maybe not, but again, whatever he wants. But regardless, coming out of this situation better and stronger than ever.
Yeah, and I know he's had a lot of chances with WWE, and they maybe just said, we've tried. I don't know what was going through the head of any party involved. I just hope he's okay, because I've seen people go through that. It's not fun. for anybody involved. So we just wish Jeff Hardy the best. Mm-hmm. And let's just move on to a lighter topic.
Yeah.
Today in women's wrestling history, now that I know my dates, December 9th, because last week I got the date completely fucking wrong. Still don't know how I did that. Still mad. Raw 2002.
Shit, that's a long time.
You were
one.
Like a fetus. You were a fetus.
I was a 1-year-old.
You were a fetus.
I was a giant kid. I was like a turkey.
What?
I was my mom's like, you were big babies. I'm like, oh, okay. So she's like, we always say like, she's like, oh, you guys were like turkeys. I'm like, okay. Apparently my nickname.
You were turkeys.
I mean, my dad called me Butterball like when I was like a baby.
Stop.
I'm not joking. Like the fucking turkeys.
Butterball. Oh no.
Yeah, I'll talk more about it when we
oh yeah, this is a live like after show conversation.
Yeah, I'll talk more about Butterball.
See, this is why people need to come.
This is why you need to join live.
This is why you need to join the live conversations all the time, like that. We talked about gambling in Texas being illegal last time.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Still crazy. Well, excuse me. So Raw 2002. It was the Dudleys and Trish Stratus defeating Chris Jericho, Christian, and Victoria in a tables match. Can you believe that?
That's
dope.
Wild.
That's dope as fuck.
I would like to see that. Oh,
do you know how it ended?
How?
Trish, I'm like pretty sure. I like looked it up to make sure because I had like this vague memory. Trish power bombed Victoria. I almost said Lita because like their feud. Victoria through a table for the win. Like,
I think I remember that. I think I like not obviously not watching it live, but like I saw it at some point. Is what I meant.
Dude, incredible.
Again. Yeah, I would like to see that again sometime. Like I could see network. like I could like for example, I can see not like that match, but I mean like that kind of concept again.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could see the Super Click and Britt Baker going up against Best Friends with Statlander.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
make
there
it happen.
You go.
Intergender. Yeah. I like to see it. Let's go.
I don't think Tony Khan's for that shit though.
You know what? No one is. Whatever. So Victoria was the women's champion at the time, and can we just? Victoria was one of my favorite wrestlers. Like Lita, number 1. Trish, definitely number 2. Victoria was up there. She was top 5 for sure. Her theme song was a banger. Her moves, iconic. She worked with the Bucks in TNA.
Yeah, I remember. I like not remember. When I say I remember, I don't mean like back then. I mean I've gone back and seen this. Okay,
you said
I was like,
I was there. I was live.
Yeah, I was totally this day and age. Like I was totally like.
Dude, listen. I just want Victoria to get her flowers that she deserves.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Trish and Lita get them. Is Victoria
Trish,
in the
Lita,
Hall of Fame?
and like maybe
no.
Beth Phoenix here and there.
Like, Victoria needs to be in the Hall of Fame. Why is she not in there already? You know what that is? Disrespectful.
Not right.
Disrespect.
Wrong.
Jazz was also good. Lots of women who did not get the recognition they deserved. Sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go.
I was just gonna say it's because like since we're on the topic of the Hall of Fame, the fact that like again, I've gotten shit for this before, but like if you're gonna induct, I'm not saying they don't deserve it, but if you're gonna induct the Bellas, you can induct Victoria, okay?
True.
I'm just saying, like,
True.
Like, it's cause I just a quick side tangent. I got attacked because I said when Christian Cage debuted at Revolution, I was like, this is what happens when you put the Bellas, induct the Bellas into the Hall of Fame before Christian, and I got so much shit for that.
Why would you even tweet that? You knew.
I didn't tweet it. That's the thing.
You put it on Instagram, didn't you?
I put it on my Instagram story, and then someone took it to Twitter. I'm like, you fucking asshole! Like, talk to me on Instagram. Like, why are you taking that shit to Twitter? Like, why do you take that shit to Twitter? I'm like,
because Twitter's a cesspool.
Yeah, but yeah, like, why take it there? Like, because you want people to, like... It's like they knew what the hell they were doing by taking it to Twitter. I'm like, look, if you have a problem, just fucking tell me. I never said they didn't deserve it. I just said this is what happens when you put the Bellas first. When Christian, no offense, I think deserves it more.
I don't understand. I really just want to figure out the process of putting people in the Hall of Fame and like when they go in, you know? Like I need to know.
Say, how does one like qualify? Oh yeah, let's do it this time, but then no.
Because
gonna, like...
I really need to like I want to try and figure that out. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are in the Hall of Fame and should not be in the Hall of Fame. That's a whole other thing. The Bellas deserve it. They paved the way.
I'm not saying I never said they didn't.
I know. I'm just reiterating the fact that they do.
I'm gonna
they
say,
do 100% deserve it.
I was gonna say, I never said that they didn't. I'm not saying now that they don't, but I'm just saying, if you're gonna induct, because I'm not saying they never deserved it, but I'm just saying that I knew they were gonna be in the Hall of Fame at some point, but if you were gonna induct them while they were still like in their 30s, you know, still very young, even like before, you know, before they considered like that, before then they were considering a return.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying like, they were saying stuff like, you know, like, I'm losing my train of thought. Like, before that, they were considering an in-ring return. So I'm like, if you're doing that, then, like, you know, they're still young. You can induct other wrestlers who are well past retirement and stuff, you know.
There's so many people that deserve it and aren't in it.
Yeah. I seriously thought Christian deserved it. I really wanted him to get it.
A shit ton of people who do. But that's another topic for another day.
Yeah.
BTE. Anything specific for that happened on BTE that related to Dynamite?
Not really that related to. Well, actually, okay. Well, they did show like Statlander like getting ready for a match against Ruby, but that had already happened. You know, they do stuff like they show stuff that happened like afterwards. So I guess technically there was that. She was like getting ready for her match. Yeah. But then there was also at the end of Being the Elite, because they were talking about how the Dark Order was there. They were talking about like, oh, you know, they've already done this to, you know, what's the thing? Okay, so he kicked Uno's head, and Bryan Danielson, excuse me.
The American Dragon Jake Long.
Same difference. Kicked Evil Uno's head in. He kicked out Colt Cabana's teeth. Apparently he tore
Alan Angel's
MCL. His MCL. And then so they were like, oh well, John Silver, you know, you got to get ready for him and stuff. And then Anna was saying like, oh, like she wants next, and she's like, you know what I'm gonna do? She's like, you know what I'm gonna do to Bryan Danielson, and she just beats the shit out of Stu Grayson. She's like, that's what I'm gonna do to him. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm here for it. I'm like, give me Anna versus Bryan. Like, do it. Let me have it. I want Anna Jay versus Bryan Danielson. But yeah, that was pretty much the only two things. The only other thing is that Alex and Silver went to bother Adam Cole again, and they were calling him Budge, and they were, you know, fucking with him and stuff. But then finally Adam Cole kind of snapped, and except he told him he hated them. He was very mean. And they're like, oh, well, they got sad. Silver and Reynolds got very sad, and they're like, oh, we'll just leave you alone then. And then Adam Cole, though, he was like, yeah, leave me alone and stuff, but he seemed kind of reluctant about it. He's like, yeah, go away forever and stuff. I'm like, oh shit, maybe he's gonna actually miss them, and maybe that'll I don't know, maybe that'll turn into something.
He might. Alright, we're gonna bust out Elevation and Dark. Elevation, 7 matches.
Right.
The Factory, Anthony Ogogo returned. That's some other news. He's back after that stupid bullshit with Cody.
I was gonna say, has he been on that long?
Yeah. He had the match with Cody and then he's been gone.
Okay,
he might have actually been hurt.
Oh, I was gonna say he was either hurt or travel restrictions from the UK, because he's from England, right? I'm like, maybe that could have been like the reason why he was gone.
Very possible.
But if that's not the case, then let me just say, no, but Cody likes to build up younger talent. He likes to build up other wrestlers. Man, fuck that shit. No, he does not.
Kyle said, yeah, he was hurt by Cody's shovel.
Smack his blonde ass with that shovel.
But the Factory won. Anthony Ogogo actually got the win. It was Ogogo, Aaron Solo, QT, who sucks, and Nick Camarado. Defeated Baron Black, not to be used with Malachi Black. Sean, I write too small.
Spears.
No, Hoodrich, Tony Vincita, and JD Munoz. I don't know how to pronounce those names. Brian Pillman Jr. defeaed Serpentico. Riho beat Angelica Risk. Jurassic Express defeated Brandon and Brent Tate. Brock Anderson, Lee Johnson, and Dustin Rhodes defeated Peter Avalon, JD Drake, and Cesar Bononi. Abaddon and Ryu Mizunami beat Emi Sakura and Bunny. And the Acclaimed beat Captain, Sean Dean, and Charlie Bravo. That was Elevation. I did that like in one breath for some reason. Elevator. Dark elevators.
Dark elevator.
Terrifying. And then Dark had 10 matches. So not too nothing too extreme. But someone was on here that we're not happy with.
Okay.
I'll save that one last. John Silver defeated Aaron Solo. Fuego del Sol beat Luke Sampson. Lee Moriarty beat I pronounced it in my head when I wrote it down. Mysterioso? It's like Mr. and then ISOO. Like it doesn't make sense. I have no idea who this person is.
I'll need to look up this dude's name.
I don't know.
I'll try and pronounce it.
It like doesn't seem like Hispanic. It's just some reason I want to say like Mysterioso, like delicioso. Like that's the that's the way I want to say it for some fucking reason. Emi Sakura beat Ryo Mizunami. Team Taz, who had Dante Martin, who actually just turned on Team Taz on Wednesday. It was Team Taz, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Ricky Starks defeated Kyoka, Omkar, and JT Dunn. Leah Rush beat Rayo. Thunder Rosa beat Sofia Castillo. Anthony Ogogo defeated Baron Black. Sean Spears and Wardlow beat Jay Marte and Richard King. And Brandy Rhodes had a match.
I saw that.
Angelica Risk.
Like,
I know.
People are like, "Welcome back." I'm like, she should have stayed away. Just like, all you are in life is just Cody's wife. That's all you'll ever be,
dude.
You're a shit wrestler. Like, dude, you're shit at promos. Like, and I'm not sorry.
No,
like,
dude. When you were about to be like, all she is Cody's, I really thought you'd be like, all she is Cody's bitch. I really thought you were about to say it. Like, no. I really thought you were about to just drop a promo.
No, I won't do that to her. I'll be nice.
Wow.
But just saying.
Okay. You feeling okay? Do you have a fever?
No, I just had finals, so I'm kind of drained.
Fuck. Oh yeah, wait, you're done with finals. Yay.
I just finished. But yeah, like, hold on. Okay.
What are you doing?
I was just checking something really quick. It's because my mom's trying to text me. I'm like, Mom, not now.
You're like, I'm busy.
I know, right? I'm like, Mom, no. But yeah, I was like, I saw that, and of course we were all rejoicing, the brandy marks. I'm like, whatever. I'm like, I don't drink, and brandy makes me want to kill myself with brandy.
Whoa,
like, she wants me to...
Whoa. No. No. We do not say those things.
A shot of brandy.
Listen, not gonna lie, some of the episodes are pretty good.
The only one I watched was the one with Chris Jericho, and that's only because of Chris Jericho.
I watched the one with Orange Cassidy. That was hysterical. I watched the one with Mox. Very funny. Those ones are good. I actually did watch the one with MJF, like, from, like, last year. I was just like, wow, he really is a douchebag.
Well, since we're on the topic of brandy, really quick, I'm genuinely curious, like, again, maybe it's just me being nosy, but, like, Pepa, like, I'm just, like, what happened between them and, like, the Elite, that the fact that they're so separated now, like, I just want to know, like, especially on Rosa.
Wasn't it Cody? Like, it was something, like, with all of them being
EVPs. I was gonna say, but it was never really confirmed. I know there were just rumors, but again, I just want to know. Like, I want someone to spill some.
You're just nosy. That's okay. You're allowed to be nosy.
Yeah, and like, and the only reason why, because I'm like, it's just the only reason why it's because I just thought of this right now, and again, because we were talking about fucking Brandy, but the only reason why I thought about this is just because Brooke actually told me, on Roads to the Top apparently that Matt Jackson, not Matt Ritter, unless Matt Ritter was on Roads to the Top, I don't know. But apparently Matt Jackson was like in the background somewhere, but his face was blurred.
Yeah.
So he didn't sign off like what are the thing, like there's like a form you have to sign in order for it to like give permission for your face to be on TV. But I'm like, he's always on TV, so it's not that he's camera shy or anything. So I'm like, shit must have really gone down if he doesn't even want to be on their show, just in the background. Like, so I want to know. Like, I want tea. Maybe I should just DM Matt himself, hey, what happened?
No, stop that.
What's going on?
Stop
like
that.
those people who think they're their friends or something. I'd be like, what's going on, pal?
Oh my god. All right. Wrestlers of the week.
I went first last time because I was absent the week before.
I know.
So you go.
You know what? I'll let you pick for me. Which one should I start with?
Let's start with tag team.
It's really weird you're gonna say that because I was gonna start with tag team.
There you go.
But same wavelength. We were talking about Chick-fil-A earlier. Same wavelength. My tag team, because they showed up at War Games. They showed out mainly because Fabian Eichner, Imperium. I know, right?
I was like, like, not like, oh, like, what? But I'm like, like, that is very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, well, now I can say best friends because Trent's back, but he didn't wrestle, so I'm not gonna count it.
You'll give him flowers.
I give flowers always to best friends. But no, Imperium, like, they're good, but they've never, like, caught my attention.
They've never really, like, impressed you enough to, like...
I was talking about it when I was on Young Kings, like, that night. I was just like, I was, like, really expecting that to be my sleeper match where I was just gonna, like, go get a drink, get a snack, relax. But no, I found myself, like, kind of watching it a little more than I expected. I was like, okay, Fabian Eichner, pop the hell off, go on. So, I'm gonna give it to Imperium. And they're the tag champs, so they do something. They're doing something right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Who's yours?
My tag team. So, I couldn't watch NXT War Games live because it was my dad's birthday.
Did you watch it, though?
I did. Okay. I was going to say, I didn't watch it live because, again, I couldn't.
Have a problem.
But I do have Peacock, so I went back and watched it.
Shout out.
And I, not only did I really enjoy it, but again, they are 1.5 of my picks, like, are from just that show alone.
Okay.
So, my team, despite them losing, was Team Black and Gold. Yeah. Only because, okay, not only was that match, I thought it was a really good match. Mm-hmm. This is nothing against LA Knight. Like, I'm not trying to, like, throw shit at him or, like, talk bad. But the other three, Pete Dunne, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa, were, especially with Johnny, like, probably leaving at this point. Those three were three of the reasons why I would kind of tune in here and there to NXT. Yeah. Like, especially Gargano and Ciampa.
DIY.
Because they, not only DIY, but I would watch their feud and I loved it so much. They were the reasons why I tried to keep up with NXT weekly. Like, when, if there was, like, a match I didn't really care about on Dynamite, I would switch it over and watch NXT just to see if I could get some,
Yeah, when they were on at the same time, yeah.
Yeah. So they were, three of them not only had put on hella good matches, but seeing them as a team and stuff has been really... It was really good, and it just was really upsetting because it's like an end of an era, especially with Johnny, like I said, probably leaving. They had this whole thank you, Johnny. We talked afterwards, and I'm like, it's just, and then of course everyone on the internet's talking about it. I'm like, oh my god, like, this is the same guy, like, that I would watch. Like one of the reasons why I would watch NXT, like mostly Johnny Gargano and like Candice, of course, because I fucking love Candice. I was like, so it's just crazy. It's crazy. And so for sure, despite the loss,
Team Black and Gold.
Yeah, Team Black and Gold are my pick for this week.
Very good choice. I forgot your dad is like mine, Savannah, because you're like 12. I was gonna say, shouldn't he be in bed by 7?
No, my dad is Chris Jericho's age. He's 51.
Oh yeah, Matt's not. 51.
Like unless you want to say you're 51, I mean that's up to you.
He's not 51.
I know.
I'm gonna go female next.
All right.
You know what? I have 2 picks now. I didn't write it down, but Cora Jade really showed out in War Games. It's her first pay-per-view. She's only 20. She did good. I mean, the shoulder thing, Io Shirai being like, I got this, and like popped her shoulder back into place. That was gangster. Io Shirai's the best.
I know, but shit, I was like, I don't do shit like that. Like dislocated anything and missing fingers. Like I don't do. Like when people like lose their finger, I'm like, or cut their fingers, I'm like, I don't do fingers. Like I could see people like bleeding all over the place and from their arms, from their heads, whatever. But if you're missing a finger, I'm gonna throw up somewhere. Like that's disgusting.
You really just took this conversation 180.
Well, yeah, it's War Games, so you know what I can't say.
Nobody was losing fingers in War Games.
I'm just saying. I don't do things like that, like popping
it's okay.
shoulders.
It was quick. Io Shirai
No, but I'm
it.
just saying the fact that that's what I thought was cool. I'm like, but I still don't fuck with it. I'm like, that's awesome, but I'm like,
I mean, she like popped off. She did great. And then Liv Morgan, who really took it to Becky on Monday.
Yeah.
Becky cheated, of course, won, but Liv did the damn thing. Like she proved herself.
I hope this goes to like because like Becky, you know, cheated to win. I hope this is like a rollover to Liv winning the Royal Rumble.
She might. I mean, it's next
month.
I
hope so. I think if anyone should win, it should be her. Yeah. I feel like, you know, like, because, like, last year it was definitely like, okay, it's Bianca, or was it last year when she, yeah. Right? When she won? Mm-hmm. It's just, it seems so long ago.
Time's not real. You literally talked about this.
Yeah, so I was going to say, I was like, but yeah, like, Bianca, it was like Bianca's time, or like, when Drew won the Royal Rumble, like, it's his time, like, he needs to win. Like, I think Liv, it's now, like, it's her time, you know?
Might be.
She needs to win.
Before you say yours, what time zone are you in?
Mountain. El Paso's the only city in Texas that's in Mountain time.
There you go, Matt. Now you know.
So it's 8:17 here.
Wow. You're female.
Well, I have two. Women's. I have two. One of them is like you, Cora Jade, because not only did she, I think, stood out the most in the entire War Games match, she picked up the win. Mm-hmm. And I seen even before NXT, I've seen briefly of her because I have a friend who was a fan of her in the Indies when she was Elena Black. So and it's the fact that she's only 20. I'm like, dude, I'm 20. I'm like,
that's how I feel with fucking Rhea Ripley and like MJF.
I'm like, oh my,
you guys are 25.
I'm like, oh my god. I see her and I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, you're telling me to give up on life without telling me to give up on life. But I'm so happy.
Telling me without telling me.
Yeah. So I was like, wow, and the fact that she's only 20, I'm like, she's got a really bright future ahead of her, and I just hope that WWE like plays their cards right with her because she's definitely like a future star. So she's one of them, but the other one is I'm going with Thunder Rosa, and here's why. GCW had a pay-per-view on December 4th where she defeated Allie Katch, where she's Allie Katch is also a very good wrestler and stuff. Mm-hmm. I've seen briefly of her because my friend loves GCW, so he's always talking to me about her. But Thunder Rosa went, she showed up, and she beat her. And afterwards, she had an interview where she basically said, I belong in GCW. And she had blood on her face and stuff. I thought that was cool. She had, like, her face paint was almost smeared off. You could, like, you don't even have to see the match. You could just see, just by her interview afterwards, that she went through hell. And she still came back up on top. And Thunder Rosa, again, the only reason why I don't want her to win the TBS championship tournament is because I think she should be the one to.
Britt. Yep.
Yeah, she's taken it off of Britt, and I think if anything, she has shown herself in that match that she's the one to do it. Like she's next in line.
She's taking it. She's definitely the one to take it off Britt.
And I think
the TBS title, I think, is going on Jade or Ruby.
Yeah, but all I'm gonna say is that I love Britt. Don't get me wrong. I know she's your hometown girl. She's a hometown queen. I love the doc, okay? Like, I'd let her put me in the lockjaw any day, because fuck, that'd be an honor.
Big same.
Like, that's an honor. But I honestly can see, and I honestly will be okay with Thunder Rosa taking off the belt from Britt as soon as Revolution. I could just see it, but yeah, I don't know. But I still also think that Britt should be the longest reigning. So if that has to wait till Double or Nothing, then fine. But still.
Yeah.
So yeah, Cora Jade and Thunder Rosa are my 2 picks.
Nice. My mans, I have 2. Trent Beretta, fucking back. Yeah. I tweeted about it. I manifested it. I was like, Trent. I tweeted like 2 weeks in a row. I was like, I really miss Trent. Because I do. Trent? He was the best. Yeah, with the question mark, he was my favorite part of Best Friends. Like, he always has been. So seeing him come back, I think Kyle put it in the chat earlier. He was like Trent Moxley, because he did kind of look like Mox. It was kind of weird. He was like bare-chested, the jean vest, the black jeans, bald. Yeah, he shaved all his hair off. I'm like, holy shit, Trent, no.
You know what this means? Sue needs to bring John Moxley back.
Sue's just gonna be the one just bringing wrestlers back in her minivan.
Sue,
what an icon.
Sue, please just do that, Sue. Like, can bring any injured wrestlers or any wrestlers that are out, just have Sue bring them back.
What a pop every time. She'll get the biggest pop of them all. She'll get a bigger pop than the person returning. Shout out to Sue.
I know, right?
And my other one is Johnny Gargano. Now,
Johnny!
Listen, but I knew Rebel Heart was gonna play at War Games. I cried. NXT came. I was bawling like a little bitch. I will admit it. Like, I was bawling. I was like, yo, I've met Johnny. I have a selfie with him.
Yes, you have!
I was just like, I love you, Johnny. He's like, I love you too. And I was like, that's my man.
Yeah.
But, like, Johnny is legitimately the backbone of NXT. He is the heart and soul. So seeing him, like, getting ready to walk out the door, which people are saying he's going to the main roster, he's going to come back to NXT, or he's officially done. I think he's officially done, especially with the send-off after NXT went off the air. I'll talk about that in a minute. But, like, the promo, he was just like, Heartbreak said I got as much time as I need. He was like, London Has Fallen is on after. Nobody cares about that. I said, fucking true. But everything about it, he was crying on his way to the ring.
I know,
Johnny.
Like, dude.
Johnny has always been like one of my favorite wrestlers in the first place, because he's so talented. Like, since the Cruiserweight Classic, because like I've seen some of his stuff in like PWG and his matches against Candice, and which is still adorable that they used to wrestle each other, and now they're married and expecting a baby. But I do want to say this: if just because Grayson Waller couldn't get some pussy, he had to go and attack Johnny Gargano during that moment, I was legitimately so mad. And I know that was the point, but I was like, you couldn't give this man one thing. I was just like, you're actually joking? And then I tweeted in all caps, where the fuck is Ciampa? I was like, y'all didn't just have a reunion with DIY?
Right?
2 days
y'all
before?
Were just teaming up.
Like, what is happening? So, I had a lot of emotions. But whatever is in the future for Johnny Gargano, this man's going to be a star. Warren Hayes tweeted to make Johnny Gargano an entrant in Bola, and I said, do it. Which, if people don't know, that's the Battle of Los Angeles that PWG puts on every year.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, Johnny Gargano is going to be a fantastic father. He's a great husband. He's going to kick ass wherever he goes. Hell, he may do, like, backstage stuff with NXT. He might be a producer. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds for him. And I'm also going to give some flowers to Kyle O'Reilly, because it was also probably his last time in NXT.
Yeah.
But, like, dude, Johnny Gargano, I was a wreck.
Speaking really quick, before I get into my pick, speaking of Kyle O'Reilly, did you see that could have been in news and rumors, but that picture, that leaked picture, I don't know what it is or where it came from, of that shirt, or it's like a sweater or a hoodie, something, but it talked about, it was a piece of merch that had, it said Undisputed Elite. It had the AEW, like, little watermark logo that they usually put on their shirts.
On the shirts, yeah.
Like, see, like, there you go. This little logo. They always put it on all their shirts, just say, look, wait, AEW made it. And I'm like, yes, you did. And there was that, and it said Undisputed Elite, and it had O'Reilly, Fish, and Cole. So people, of course, started speculating. But I'm like, first, I gotta know if that shit's real. Was that like in the mystery crate, like the PWT mystery crate?
Well, I don't think it would be because Kyle was still under contract.
Well, not that, and then also I'm like, I know a lot of people who get the crate and they didn't post shit about it. So I was like,
listen, I won't. I'm very like skeptical now about where people in contracts are gonna like when those things happen about where they're gonna go. For the longest time, I know like that. I didn't believe that Adam Cole was gonna go to AEW when his contract was done, and I was just like, well, now he is, ha ha ha. But like Bryan Danielson, I didn't expect to go to AEW. Like Punk showing up was kind of expected when they started like shoving it down our throats, but I will believe it when Kyle O'Reilly walks through the curtain.
That's true.
I'll believe it when I see it. But
yeah, I could see that, but I'm just saying, like, I guess it's just speculation. Again, someone could have probably made that themselves for all we know.
Oh, again, that could be the best piece of Photoshop somebody's ever done, and they're so proud of themselves.
Yeah, there you go. So, but yeah, the fact is that like I saw that, and I'm like,
I saw that too.
I just kind of I was like, but like it wasn't that. The fact that like, oh, he's going to AEW, it was, I guess, what could come with him going to AEW. Because I'm like, I really like. I kind of thought about it. I'm like, I would like that. I could see them or Undisputed Elite, if that's what they're gonna be called, versus the Elite, like the OGs.
I don't know if they'll be called Undisputed Elite.
I'm just saying. No, I'm just calling them that because of the stupid.
No, I know, but like, whoever thought of that, I was like, it's a little too close.
Yeah, but I was like, because it's still UE at the same time, so maybe they could still do the I don't know.
I think there's a lot of trademark things involved with the hand gestures.
Believe me, I know. Well, hand gestures are very important in wrestling, apparently, just like the tag rope.
Too sweet.
But yeah, that's just a quick thought.
Who were your mans?
I actually have two. One of them is like you, Johnny, because again, Johnny was one of the reasons why I would watch NXT or like stick to NXT and keep watching it, or like when I would tune in and stuff. I loved his. I can go back and watch his feud with Ciampa like any day. It was such a good feud. All their matches were phenomenal. Johnny has never failed to disappoint. He's just a phenomenal athlete. And of course, I'm going to throw some flowers for his gear because it was like a little combination of all his past gear. I thought that was so cool. That made me cry more than like, just... No, I want to say personally that made me cry more than Rebel Heart. Only because I was like, I kind of expected Rebel Heart to come back.
I knew Rebel Heart was going to play, and I still was just like...
Yeah, but I didn't expect his gear to be like,
a combination of all of his past ones.
Because basically, it's just like everything all coming together for this last match. Like,
his gear was basically the Avengers.
Basically, yeah. He was the Gauntlet, basically.
Johnny is the Infinity Gauntlet, confirmed.
Johnny Gauntlet. But anyways, so yeah, he's one of them. He's one of my picks. The other one I'm gonna say it's a pick, but the only reason why I had honestly had Johnny's because this person didn't even wrestle. But actually, no, yes, he did. He did wrestle. This might kind of be shocking for people, but my other pick is going to Chris Jericho's jerk friend himself. I'm gonna go with MJF. Here's why. Because first of all, he is gonna go compete for the Dynamite Diamond. He won that match. He was one of the two remaining people.
In a row.
Yeah. So he did that. But honestly, the fact that he's one of like the biggest heels, never breaks character. He always follows kayfabe.
Dude, but always. It's crazy.
Always, but he didn't turn on his hometown crowd. Honestly, I didn't see, like, when he came out and he was smiling and he was so happy, I didn't see I didn't see like MJF the character. I saw Maxwell. Like he looked genuinely.
You saw the Long Island boy. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's the same kid. Like the guy from Long Island. He looked so happy. He was tweeting on Twitter how happy he was to be back in Long Island. He looked genuinely happy, and that just kind of warmed my heart a bit because I was like, look, like even the guy who never breaks kayfabe has a big smile on his face. Everyone's happy to see him except his mom, who made a sign.
Shout out to
MJF's
Mama Friedman.
Mom. Yeah, so, but yeah, it was so good. Like the fact that the crowd completely turned against Punk. I know Punk kind of threw some shots, like at them and stuff. Like, I guess, like
his entire promo was taking shots on Long Island.
Yeah, but the fact that I know some people were still wearing his shirt and they still had signs and stuff, but for the most part, they were pretty much booing him out of the building. Like, they even kind of stumped him. Like in the beginning there, he kind of got stumped a little because of the crowd. I think it was the crowd, but like the fact that like MJF got like the hometown welcome, I believe that he deserves, because despite the rumor of being him taking the title off Hangman in January, it's nothing against him, because he's still a phenomenal athlete. He's a hell of a good pro, whatever you want to say. He's really good on the mic.
Yeah, he's a good talker.
And yeah, really good on the mic. Can't say the same thing about myself. But he's really good on the mic. And he's so young. He has so much potential ahead of him, and he's gonna go on and do great things in and for the wrestling business. So yeah, like I'm just, even they even had like a banner like hung like by the top that said MJF and stuff. It was like the same like thing as a scarf.
Yeah.
So it was really good to see him like genuinely happy to be back home. So yeah, my second pick is MJF, because again, he may be a rat bastard, but he's still fucking awesome. He's still phenomenal.
There you go.
And he's not Cody. He's the reason, and you know what? He's the reason why Cody could never challenge for the AEW championship. So you know what? I owe that guy so much more credit than I have given him. So you know what? MJF, I think I need to buy an MJF shirt, because you know what?
Stop. Too far.
you're the reason why Cody can't challenge for the title anymore. So people are like, Cody should take the title off Hangman, and fuck that shit. He can't even challenge for the title.
You need to relax.
Thank you, dude. Thank you, MJF.
You need to calm down. Okay, so I have some questions. I'll try and do like the ones that are like shorter. We'll just do like a few. Okay. If you could tag with any if you could tag team with any current wrestler, who would it be and why?
Could it be like, does it have to be same gender or intergender, or can we do one of each, like a man and a?
Let's fuck around and do one of each.
Okay. Well, okay. I guess it would be pretty obvious.
Current wrestler.
Yeah, I know. As cool as it would be to tag with the Young Bucks, but they're already a tag team. Here's the thing. I would like to keep the cowboy shit going. I will tag with Hangman, because you know what? We'd be a better tag team than him and Kenny, because you know what? We're both cowboys.
As I say, you're both cowboys.
Both fuck with cowboy shit. I love all cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys, Kingman. So you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Me and Hangman. We can be a hell of a tag team. And then women, honestly, I would want to tag with Thunder Rosa. I freaking love Thunder Rosa. She's really talented, fellow Mexican American like myself, and she is honestly one of the coolest people ever. How could you not? Like, I'm sorry. I would have chosen the Doc, but I've seen way Reba. I've seen the way she treats Reba, and I don't want to be treated.
They're not a tag team. Reba's just her assistant.
I know, but when they go into tag team matches, it's always them two. Or now with Jamie Hayter, because.
Well, yeah. See, the easy answer. I don't want to do easy answers. I want to try and make it different, because like obviously Adam Cole, because Adam Cole baby, Katie Kinsey baby, it would all make sense. Yeah, I had a feeling Vince was gonna. I was waiting for someone to say that. They thought of something different when I phrased the question. I'm gonna say I wanna team with. Fuck. See, this is hard. See, I don't wanna go with a predictable answer. I want to be unique, you know. I'm gonna team with Seth Rollins. He'll turn his back. He'll turn his back on me. It's fine. Whatever. I'll accept it. But then we'll reunite a few years later. It's gonna be.
Will you wear the drip?
Fuck no. I'm making him burn off his suits. If Becky won't, I will. No, he can wear the drip, and then I'll wear whatever the fuck I want to wear. I'll come out in ball gowns. Just like dramatic as fuck. No.
No. I don't acknowledge Roman Reigns.
I acknowledge Roman Reigns. Alright, did you just hit something?
No. No, I didn't hit something. I just tried to kick something away.
Oh, it literally sounded like something crashing.
Yeah, no, I just kicked something away because my foot was like, it was in the way.
And then again, I don't want to go predictable with Brit because of
Hometown Queens.
Pittsburgh. I'm gonna say, no, I don't think that counts. Because that's already addicting. What?
Oh wait, okay, so you were thinking a singles wrestler.
Yeah, I was about to be like, okay. Oh my god, Toxic Attraction, but I was like,
I was gonna say that, I'm like, it's perfect, you can join them.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, I'm joining Toxic Attraction.
That's what I was gonna say, because I just thought of it, I was like, how can you not?
Oh my god, wait, Xia Li. Just kidding.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you. Well, I don't know if I would have been on a team with her, because, like, I want her to kick me in the face, but, like, she can't do that if we're on the same team.
I'm gonna say...
You know... Okay, fine. I'll face Xia Li every match. I will lose every single match against Xia Li if I can get kicked in the face. I'm not asking for a lot here. Alright, we'll do one more. Since I took forever. Now we kind of did that one. I feel like that one's gonna be a long one. Okay, if you ever attended a wrestling show, which one was it? Like, name all the ones you've been to.
I haven't been to any, like, I literally haven't been to any. I've only been to one pay-per-view and just a bunch of WWE live events.
Okay, so a bunch of live events.
Because that's the only... WWE only comes to El Paso when it's live events, and they're the only wrestling company that comes to El Paso.
So you've been to live events in WrestleMania?
Yeah, that's about it.
I've also been to a lot of live events. One NXT live show, so that was cool. I feel like I'm bragging, but, like, I just got to go as a kid. So, a lot of, like, I don't remember how many live shows. A lot when I was growing up. I'm going to one on the 28th. Dynamite twice. Rampage once.
Fair.
A Survivor Series back in, like, the early 2000s in, like, Ohio.
Dang.
WrestleMania 23 in Detroit. That was fucking cool. SummerSlam in Vegas.
Yeah. Vegas.
I'm going again for Money in the Bank, so I'm counting it now because I'm going. I will be there regardless. Have I been to anything else? I almost went to Ring of Honor once. Almost. I feel like I've talked about that before.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know why I feel like you've been to somewhere else.
I know, that's what I'm trying to think. Like,
have you been to an AEW pay-per-view?
AEW, no. I've just been to Dynamite twice. And then, Rampage.
Rampage.
Yeah, like, the first time they came in October. And then
Dippin' Dots.
the Dippin' Dots, that was in Pittsburgh.
I have a ticket.
Yeah, I have a ticket, the Dippin' Dots, as much as we hate him, the Cody punching the glass with MJF's scarf, kind of fucking cool. DDP was there. There was a lot happening. So yeah, that's that. That's all I can think of. Yeah. Oh, please, no, you can take it. That is a perfect title for you guys.
Yeah.
That's smacking around written all over it. I really do like sex, drugs, and mariachi. I wish we could use it. Maybe next year we'll fuck around a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe next year.
Maybe next year. But yeah, that oh, we gotta do more plugging. So Savannah, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at y2garcia with an underscore. If there's no underscore, it's not me.
That is true. And again, I said it in the beginning, I'll say it again. You can follow me on Twitter at KatieWrestling13. The link tree in my bio will take you to all things She Leads Showcase. YouTube, please subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. I want that custom URL. Please, for the love of God.
Pretty please.
We just need like 50 subscribers. We have like 22.
Please.
We have like 22. We're getting there. Slow process, but like, people, please subscribe. Tell your friends. Just like take your friends' YouTube, hit the subscribe button for them. They'll never know.
There you go.
Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. If you're on iTunes and you hear us, leave a review. Tell us what you think. I read them. I can tell Savannah what they say.
I was gonna say I haven't read them. Maybe I should.
I mean, the only one I have seen was very nice. Twitch.tv/She Showcase, obviously. Again, Heel Tactics on Twitter. All of his... Justin's a fantastic man. All of his links are in the description of the video and the audios. New in the crowd, the Chicago edition just dropped. My God, it was a time. Benji was there. Vince and
Benji was there.
He was there. He was a thing. Vince and Justin Rimgetcho helped me out. We talked anime, Harry Potter, basketball. They talked about basketball. I kind of just sat there. A new Inside the Mind of is dropping on Monday with Mr. Warren Hayes. I'm so excited for people to listen to that episode. It's gonna be so good. I can't wait for people to listen to it or watch it. I always suggest watching them.
I think watching is honestly a little bit better.
I get it if you are like going somewhere and you listen. But if you can watch, I always suggest watching these.
Yeah.
You know? Especially like some of the shit you and I do.
Oh, I know.
We always watch. If you can. If you can't, that's okay. But thank you all again for watching and staying with us. We will see you next week, I believe, on Thursday. Next week, we're still good for Thursday, right?
Yeah. Next week, Thursday. The next 2 weeks after that, we might do... Well, one for sure we'll do Wednesday, but we might be doing another Wednesday one.
Yeah. So, next week, Thursday, for sure. And then after that,
yes.
to be determined. But,
yeah.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. I never know how to end these.
Bye!
Okay, bye!
Bye!